This episode is brought to you by CarterComics.com. It's your one-stop shop for all your comic needs, whether it be graded or raw. Carter Comics has got it all. All you gotta do is go to CarterComics.com, fill your card up with all their amazing comics. Use the discount code FREAKNET, FREAKNET. Save you 10% at checkout. Not only on their website, but also at their eBay account. And the link to eBay can be found on their homepage at CarterComics.com. Again, CarterComics.com is your one-stop shop for all comic needs.
It's time! It's time! It's JFW time!
Guys, this is our time to step in the ring with the greatest faction podcast history, Jazz Freak of Wrestling, the JFW Podcast, hosted by Travis-Steve.
And I am the Faction Slayer and two-time Nova Award for 2024, Nubby, the Amazing Turtle.
And I am the top... Wait, nope. Not that anymore. I am back as the podcast papa and am also a two-time Nova Award-winning fella, Pacman.
I'm lost. How can you be the podcast papa if you're only on one podcast now?
Two podcasts.
You're not on the
podcast. I will be on the LIM podcast going forward. That doesn't change.
Yeah, but you're not the leader of that.
I know.
You're not even the leader here. So you're more like the podcast uncle.
I'm the podcast third cousin.
Yeah, there we go. See, I can justify that.
You are the kissing cousin podcast guy.
But solid night for you guys at ARWPro. I didn't get to see it. I wasn't there. But I saw some things, some lives, posts over on Facebook and some posts after. I watched a vlog by some lovely intoxicated men. Nubby, on behalf of your wins, I decided to eat pizza for dinner tonight. So there you go.
Nice. And where did you purchase this said pizza?
Casey's.
Oh, solid.
They came out with a jalapeno popper pizza, and I'm like, sold.
On behalf of my win, are you also enjoying that with a nice cold old style?
No. You didn't wrestle a match.
My one match of the year.
I don't quite know what happened, but I heard that the match won via a Maximus chokeslam. So, congrats. I'm really excited to talk about this match card. So,
yeah.
What are you looking at me for?
I don't know. It's good to be back in a good mind frame.
No, not you. Nobody's like one eye all squinty at me.
What you just said? Dog. A Maximus chokeslam?
Yeah.
A match won by a Maximus chokeslam?
A match ended by Maximus chokeslam. I assume you guys won if he was your tag team partner in it.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
Listen, man. All I know is I heard you were in the Rumble, fucking crushed it. I heard that you teamed with Maximus. Fucking, boom, chokeslam, match ended. So clearly a victory. I mean, from what it sounds like, it was the night of Nubby. From fucking Fan Axxess to maybe like semi-mainish. Fucking sound like all came up fucking Turtle.
1 out of 3 ain't bad.
Well, regardless, I heard it's entertaining as fuck. So,
yeah, sure.
Very entertaining, and that's what I prefer personally.
Right?
Yeah, we love entertainment.
Yeah, I mean, fuck wrestling. Am I right?
Yeah, professional wrestling. Especially, don't group all of wrestling together. Just the pro wrestling part of it. The one that makes people go out there and fucking put themselves over as something more than they truly are, who want to fucking throw money at shit as if, that's what's valued here in the world. So, not naming names or anything. I do want to start with ARWPro because I know there's a lot we're going to talk about, especially with it being the season premiere and the Fan Axxess and all that shit. Starting out with Fan Axxess, fucking PAX, you guys did the Nova Awards and stuff like that.
Yep.
You did your goofy ass shit self with the torch passing thing, dumb, whatever. I get it, you're you. But
I thought it was symbolic.
Shut up, not done.
Okay.
Shut up, idiot.
Better Idiot, which you can buy on tpublic.com. Oh my god, I have been wanting to say that again for like months.
Keep it in your pants, bro.
Okay. I got it. I got you.
So, passing the torch. Gabagool is the leader. What's the state of LIM now?
Well, the big thing that Gabagool has to address now is what happened with Turtle's match, which we'll get to. And you'll see why it's caused such a big dilemma for us. I
don't think it should. Two LIM members coming together to destroy some undeniable motherfuckers. I don't see what the issue is here.
I am the consigliere now to Tony Gabagool. Just when I thought I was out, he pulls me back in.
What's wrong with you?
Well,
let me ask you a stupid question because I get it technically yes or no. How long were you officially out of LIM before he pulled you back into it? Like 18 fucking seconds?
He wouldn't let me leave.
Jesus Christ.
He would not let me leave.
So you never left.
I never did.
It just proved, and it just proved that, Gabagool is the true leader because he didn't let you go despite your shenanigans.
Yeah, I mean, we had a lot of conversations, and it was something that I was thinking about because I don't know, this might come as a shock, but I was a dick like all summer. And Simp in the Lovely Intoxicated movie made that clear by punching me in the face, knocking me out, and knocked some sense into me, and made me realize that I've been just a complete fucking jackass. So, Nubby, I do apologize to you because
don't accept it.
I know that I was very, very difficult to deal with as top fan, whatever stupid thing I called myself.
Top fan. Call yourself top fan.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
No, I mean, blood alcohol content rules was just incredibly humbling and just made me start to realize the error of my ways. I can't change the way I acted. I can only grow from it. And if you accept my apology, I guarantee you'll see that growth.
Don't accept it. Don't accept it. You know he's lying. It's not bullshit.
I don't think I can really accept anything at this point
no,
right now.
I wouldn't.
Because I don't know if anyone noticed at the end of the movie, I was still there.
Yeah.
You want to know when I got up and what helped me up?
I do.
I got up on Saturday, the day of ARWPro. And it wasn't who that helped me up. It was what helped me up. It was the squirrel.
Squirrels.
Thinking my nuts were nuts for him.
Yeah.
So one bite to the nuts and I got up. That was it.
Yeah, that squirrel that Shelly feeds outside is quite vicious.
None of the LIM helped me out. Not even my tag partner from Saturday helped me out. But might explain some things.
But he did show up and band together as LIM does for the common good of the world. You guys came together as LIM members like, let's defeat the bad guys. That's what you guys do. I'm really excited for that. I'm really excited to talk about that match. I heard it was wonderful. I heard fucking Damian State got his comeuppance. I heard it was a bad night across the board for the fucking Undeniable. I'm really excited to fucking talk about it. But Nubby, you won 2 awards.
I did.
Was it the chant? The chant of the season?
The chant of the season.
And
Still
then,
shocked. I'm still shocked by it, honestly. So I think the initial chant itself shocked me the most because I said it not knowing what was gonna happen, and then they caught on, and without even me saying it at the show, they were saying it. I didn't even get a chance to. And then so I told them to say it again after, but it was like, okay, I'll take it. Well, Well,
the one thing you got to realize, though, it's like Pacman's been saying for months. The fans of Rocket Pro Wrestling are a bunch of mouth breathers and potty sniffers and everything.
Hey, wait a minute.
No, you said it.
I know what I said.
I got months of footage. You called them mouth breathers and potty sniffers. So they understand the idea of a bad landlord, crappy landlord. And they get it. I mean, Pacman said himself, they all suck. You know, they wouldn't be anywhere without him. You know, he put his body on the line for those mouth breathers and potty sniffers at Rocket Pro Wrestling. You know, he himself is the reason that the LIM is where they're at. Growing with superstars like the Amazing Turtle and Maximus Orion, who came together in like a mega power to take on the Undeniable and made the Undeniable a fucking hell for them all night. That was all him. It was all the top fan realizing that if it wasn't for him, the LIM would be nobodies and nothings. It's him and him alone that established what the LIM truly is. I like that because that guy wasn't this passive aggressive little bitch over here keeps looking down instead of at my fucking eyes. And you know what? Top fan didn't have trains going past his fucking house either. Dude's here 5 minutes in. I'm getting trains and shit.
There were some trains, but I think Top Fan let that go on purpose.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the way I see it, people have missed the trains. So now that I'm Podcast Papa trying to collect my bearings again, you know, I think people need to see
third
that.
cousin, bro. Can't say Papa no more.
I know what I said this summer.
You're not the leader of the LIM podcast. You're not on Power Hour anymore. You can't call yourself podcast. God, I wish we were in 2024 because I could make a joke. But anyways.
Top Fan did duck Tom when he was in town.
He did.
Tom never sent me his address. I can't go somewhere if I don't know where I'm going to punch somebody in the face.
No, he didn't send it to you. Sent it to Top Fan.
Yeah. Which was you. Remember the entire month?
Yeah.
People mouth breathers and potty sniffers. You said that. It came out of your mouth.
I know.
Nothing was scripted. You said that shit.
Yep.
Yeah, you did.
I know.
And speaking of things, did anyone notice how the outside world of Illinois smells less shitty since this weekend? It has less of a shitty smell. You want to know why?
Why is that?
Kyle went to Florida.
Oh, that's why my work smelled differently.
Yeah, because they got like the fourth Mother Jedi Talk box or some goofy shit happening this weekend.
Fourth Mother Talk, and yeah, I listened to that.
Don't correct it. It doesn't matter.
I respect. I respect
why?
Jedi Talk.
So fucking Tom could go on the fourth Mother box to promote Carter Comics as Kyle sits there and tells him nobody reads comics anymore. Great plug, bro. Fucking crushed it.
Well,
Guys,
what's funny?
Did you hear that plug? Did you hear that fucking plug?
Yeah.
Hey, Tom.
What's funny about it?
Kyle, hold on. Hey, Kyle, you read good comics lately? Well, nobody reads comics anymore. Way to plug the sponsor, bro, you dipshit.
He totally Pac-Man'd it.
Yeah, he totally fucking Pac-Man'd it. True mouth breather, that one. Yeah, well, we're sponsored by CarterComics.com. Oh, yeah, comics have the best stories. You jag-off, idiot.
Pick a side, Kyle.
Right? God.
Pick a lane. This is like the Dan Ryan. Pick a lane, in the words of the new Godfather of the LIM.
You were saying, Nubby? I'm sorry.
It's a little funny now because it was a Fourth Mother Talk. Yeah. It is on Fourth Mother Box. And for one episode, it's on Jedi Talk. So people on the Jedi Talk side will hear about Carter Comics. Yeah, they don't have a promo code, but it's fine.
There is a conversation between Jedi Talk and Freaknet Studios to try to get some things worked out. Obviously, Tom is leading both shows. Jedi Talk, I'm 100% on board with them having a promo code. Tom wants to figure out some things with Jedi Talk before we move forward with that. And that's stuff that I don't have to get into. That's behind the scene personal shit that we got to figure out. But yes, every member of Freaknet Studios is sponsored by CarterComics.com except for Jedi Talk. And I am fully confident that it will as soon as Tom's ready for it. And yes, that's because of me. And everyone's fucking welcome for it. And that's it. It's plug it the way you will. You guys want to make money, you got to do it yourselves. It's not on me anymore. Power Hour, Force Multibox, LIM, you guys want to make money? Promote and push CarterComics.com and your promo codes, because that way you'll make fucking money from it. I cannot do it for you. I will not do it for you. You guys want to make money? That's the way to do it. Sell fucking comics. It's like those Stanko knives, but they're not shitty. You know, you don't gotta sit out there and cut pennies in front of strangers and shit to make money. So, by the way, Pax, watch the vlog. Awesome intro. Way to just copy what I fucking say in mine. Clutch.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what to say, and then I just found the transcript of yours and just memorized it.
Yeah. You had to memorize words. You couldn't just read it.
That's true. Yep. I do have a theater background. I kind of am good with remembering lines, even though a lot of the Lovely Intoxicated movie was all improvised.
So I could play my plug and your plug, and it'll be word for word?
It'll be fairly close.
No, it will be word for word, because you did theater, and you're fairly good at it.
Yes.
So it will be word for word.
Should be, yeah.
Okay, what if it's not?
Then I guess I'm...
Are you willing to bet your membership of LIM on it?
I don't think I'd be willing to do that.
Okay, so you're not confident then.
I'm the consigliere. That comes with a lot of different responsibilities.
But I'm asking you, don't Top Fan this shit. No, I'm sorry. Top Fan would have answered. Don't Pacman this and yes or no. Are you confident enough to give us something you love to prove me wrong?
I love this Nova Award.
There we go. Exactly. Idiot.
Better idiot, which you can get on tpublic.com.
That's right. Okay, let's talk about Rock and Roll Wrestling. Let's dive into that because there is a lot. Congratulations to the LIM and for Nubby for winning your guys' role. Oh, yeah. Pacman, you won, Match of the Year? What was the Rowdiest Fan Group.
Rowdiest Fan Group.
Which was a no fucking brainer. And the fact that the Scumbag Army came up and fucking said some shit, first off, attempted to say shit, was fucking hilarious. And Nani coming up was annoying as fuck. Don't know how, like, both people doing it give you different expressions, but just Nani fucking shut the fuck up. Guys, it's like I want to wish her well in her future endeavors, because when she sits there and says, wait till this season, everything's gonna come up, or fucking idolize her or some goofy shit, whatever the fuck she said, no one believes her. Like, no one fucking believes. She had an entire year to grow a fucking group, and she has 3 maybes. It's like give up. Like, just fucking the fact when White Girl Wasted is a more sound fucking group than the Idolizers, obviously you're doing something wrong. And I think what the problem is Nani is not a leader. Great talker, not a good leader. Horrible. And the fact, I think what Maximus Orion, when she was running sound or some shit for the Access, he told her not to bust his speakers or some shit. Fuck that. I would have fucking been as high pitched and annoying as I could to break those fucking speakers. Because if you can, fucking impressive. Don't listen to fucking what Will has to say. Fuck that shit. Bust the fucking speakers. That would make a memory. But no, she reserves herself. And that's not a good fucking leader. So I had high hopes. I was really hoping for a competitive group to go against the LIM. And it just didn't fucking happen. They had an entire year to do it, and they dropped the fucking ball month after 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 month. And then into the summer, nothing. Silence. Why? Because Rocket Pro's not happening. So because Rocket Pro's not happening, the Idolizers are not happening, nothing. So, Travis team will come full force. I'll win the award next year.
Yeah, we're going for the 3P. We're like the 90s Bulls. Maybe we'll miss a few years. Maybe Gabagool will have some gambling issues or something. Go play baseball for a little bit and then come back and then win 3 more. That could be. That's what I'm seeing.
And then someone's got to skip practice to go hang out with the NWO.
That's true. There is no way you guys will never not win that award because no other fan group will matter to Rocket Pro like the LIM. So here's the thing. You can be excited for winning the award. It's literally just an award that was created just to be given to you guys. There's never a year you won't win that. And you guys really should understand that by now. The fact that, what were the fucking competition? White Girl Wasted with fucking just Santino. The Idolizers with just fucking Nani. The Scumbag Army, which was what? In full force, the 3 shows the Scumbag Army was there? And who's what? The Gunner Brave Club? They're just a group of fucking people. Like, they're not out there promoting shirts and flyers and all this other goofy shit. There's no way there's ever going to be a fan group. Even the fucking Rocket Boys, named after the wrestling company, are even relevant in the fucking company anymore. There's no reason for them to even have the award anymore other than just to hand it to you guys. Hate to burst your bubble, bro, but that's the truth. Unless somebody is willing to step up, which I applaud Nani for trying, but failed miserably because just like the top fan, she focused more on her ego than the fucking group. She cared more about getting her own shit over than developing the group.
Yep.
That's why top fan fucking failed, because you focused on you instead of the group.
I mean, yeah, there were some muffins involved, but I will say the one thing that I've noticed is that the workhorses have stopped returning my calls since the movie came out, notably.
Oh, I could have told you that one.
True.
I mean, I wore their shirt in the movie.
Well, that's why you lost.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the one thing that I have to say is, yeah, I talked and I hyped up this method that Thomas Foolery, our newest member of LIM, had to train me for blood alcohol content rules. But, the more I think about it, I mean, we went to the arcade. He had me eat hot dogs. I watched myself as I was going back and forth with Gabagool. I was blown up. I was gassed. So I think because Thomas Foolery was working for SIP, it wasn't like a scientific method. It was just their way to try and sabotage me, and I think rightly so, because I was out of control.
So a guy who sabotaged you in your championship match is the newest member of the LIM.
I mean, him and Simp were the ones that kind of helped make things right in the end.
Gotcha. Well, I guess technically it would be all right if you truly only have one backstabber in the LIM and Tom Fooler. I guess that'd be okay. Because the rest of you seem pretty fucking solid. Like, you guys are all on the same page and willing to come together for the common good, as you are better for each other when you unify. So as long as there's only one shady motherfucker that's going to betray somebody in the LIM, and that guy's name is Tom Foolery, I guess you guys are doing all right. 2 would be disastrous. If there were 2 people in the LIM who would betray one another and fuck them over in probably the most important match of their fucking life, well, that'd just be devastating. I don't even know if the LIM can survive that. But luckily, there's only one guy in the LIM who would fuck over their buddy in their time of need in the biggest match of their career. And that guy is Tom Fuller, then I guess you'll be okay.
I mean, he was a double agent for Simp. Simp and I kind of had a conversation after Blood Alcohol Content Rules. I mean, it wasn't like his AI voice, but neither here nor there. Really, the big thing that he had told me with Thomas Foolery and his plan is we have bigger fish that we need to fry when it comes to Rocket Pro Wrestling. My stuff, my over-focus on the title, my over-focus on keeping control of LIM was getting in the way of some larger goals. And to Simp, I mean, you've seen it. He's not the biggest Damien Saint fan. He's not crazy about the undeniable. He thinks Saint is out of control, like I was out of control.
Gotcha.
So we need to focus on. So what was said to me was we need to focus on only one out of control person, not two, and have the other one be within our ranks.
Gotcha. Clearly, you guys know I know what happened in that tag team match.
Wait, what happened? I missed it.
The fact that instead of Pacman trying to correct me in my fucking humor and put his own shit over proves to me he's back.
Yeah, I'm back, baby.
Instead of him telling me, like, well, Travis, technically what happened, blah, blah, blah. Instead of doing all that, he puts over his fucking movie for the 5th time in this show alone, shows fucking Pacman's back.
Let me ask this clearly. Would you rather have, what would you prefer? You know what, let's go podcast.
Top fan.
What would you prefer?
Top fan, 100%.
Workhorse merch plugs or lovely intoxicated movie plugs where there's lightsabers and fun and goofy stuff?
The workhorse plugs. You talked less. It was awesome.
I thought the lovely intoxicated movie was just more entertaining.
Sure. But top fan talked less. It was awesome.
I did? I feel like I talked more. I feel like I could shut up.
I did drop the hammer in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, and
it
also
was clearly hammer time.
It was awesome because the top fan also shared our podcast shit. So that was awesome.
It was in the drafts folder. I found it.
It was us. Yeah, it was in the drafts folder. Yeah.
Yeah, it was in the drafts folder.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Power Hour show made it through. That was no problem. The Lovely Intoxicated movie post went through, no fucking problem. But the JFW podcast that promoted LIM and Rocket Pro Wrestling, now that got lost in the drafts. Because there's no way. For days it was lost in the draft. God forbid. It's not like you weren't on that fucking Facebook page for days. It sat right there. As you posted,
I could have sworn it posted too.
As you posted for the Lovely Intoxicated Men. But no, instead, you didn't want to sack up and say, hey, man, you're right. My bad. I'll fix this. You went with, I swear it was in the drafts.
It was in the drafts folders.
Prove it.
I don't have a screenshot of it.
You can't prove it.
Well, why would I screenshot it? It's like, oh, shit. I thought this posted. Let me post this real quick. Thing.
If I was accused of something and I knew I wasn't in the wrong, I would grab proof of it. I would have screenshot it.
I did not realize you and Nubby were talking about it at the exact same time.
Sure.
Well, here's my thing. Yeah, you could screenshot it.
Yes.
But at the same time, you could also type it in as you go and still screenshot it. There's no way you can defend it or prove anything.
And the hilarious thing about it is after we were all said and done, and I sat there and I talked to Gabagool, and I told him the one thing I fucking hate in this business is promoting people's shit who don't promote mine. And fucking Pacman is the first person to prove that to me right after that show.
It was in the drafts. I could have sworn I posted it.
That's like George Costanza. I was in the pool. Anyways. Okay. Anything at Fan Axxess other than your guys' awards that happened that need to be mentioned?
Superstar of the Year, Steve Michaels.
I don't care about other award winners. I care about what happened with you guys at Fan Axxess. I don't care about any award winners. That's stuff they could find on their own. If anything happened that's important at Fan Axxess, that we need to talk about? Other than award winners. I don't care about award winners.
Well, the other award I did win
Yes.
because it kind of matters.
Feud of the year. Yeah, Feud of the year.
The Feud of the year with Damian Saint.
Yeah.
I accepted it on his behalf because he didn't want to share it.
Yeah,
Now, if he wanted to share it, he could have. I would have let him. I wouldn't have punched him in the face at that moment. I would have waited. See, it just proves he didn't want to work with me. Had he wanted to work with me as general manager, we would not have had a match. We would have been taking Rocket Pro, beyond entertainment and wrestling. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
we would be fine. We would be great at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But now he couldn't even share an award. So you know what? Fine, I'll take it. It's clearly up here. I got it.
That's right.
And I mean, if now I can say if it wasn't for me, that award wouldn't have been won by us.
Exactly.
We would have been stuck with VHS and Idols winning that award probably.
Yeah. And then you get a jackass who manages a fucking wrestler in Power Entertainment mocking your award.
Oh, yeah, that fucking piece of shit.
Just some dopey-looking jackass over there fucking, you mean this award?
I mean, I was nice to him.
Motherfucker. God.
I was being nice to him last week.
Right?
I was letting things go in honor of our friend of JFW, Daly. Right. I was trying to do right by her.
Right, yeah.
But
we care about
now, that's it. That's it. I'm done.
Yeah,
you don't disperse my award that I worked hard for.
You done it now. You done it. Made a big mistake.
Yeah.
I can't allow you to think you could just walk away.
So, Daly, I am sorry now. I cannot call a truce at this point. You're just gonna have to deal with me punishing your boyfriend. That's it. I'm done.
I'm also sorry that you can't really kiss him for long periods of time because he breathes through his mouth, and he can't do that and kiss him simultaneously. Get it?
Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Ah!
Yeah!
Yeah!
That was not a good. Yes.
Okay.
We are so back.
So Fan Axxess, fantastic. Congratulations, you guys. Congratulations to all winners. You can probably find them on Rocket Pro's Facebook page or whatever, who won everything else.
Lovely Intoxicated Men YouTube channel or Facebook page, Facebook Live. Check that out.
There you go. Awesome. Okay, so let's dive into the actual Rocket Pro show itself.
Let's do it.
So, yeah. I don't know who's doing the results for it.
That would be
Pacman.
That would be me, the backstage
Not the top fan.
Rocket Pro Wrestling.
Gotcha.
PX.
So, real quick side note. Did anyone else think that Pacman was going to get his ass handed to him by Marche Rocket, or was it just me? Right? I thought that fucker was going to chop the shit out of you.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of caught them at a weird time, but I was just doing my job.
I totally get it, but I just wanted to make that note. Like, the moment you walked in, I was like, they're going to kick the shit out of him. Luckily, one was a little bit nicer. You know, at least Shogun was, like, a little bit more compassionate in his moment. I thought Marche was going to fuck you up, though.
The cameraman talked to me after the fact, and even the cameraman was scared. He didn't want that smoke either.
He was quoted as saying, "I ain't got nothing to do about that, man."
In my mind, I was like, God, you think Muggsy was bad? You fucking get hit by Marche. But
yeah,
professionals. I appreciate it. Anyways, go ahead. What kicked off the show there?
The Rocket Rumble. So I will just hit the highlights of it. So there were a lot of debuts in this Rocket Rumble, people that Rocket Pro has not seen before, including Cash Money Corey McHenry, Mike Morris, Kid Lat made his debut, Disco Ray came out and danced a little bit before being thrown over the top rope.
We saw about getting pops.
We saw some We saw
I saw it in the vlog. That was fucking good.
We saw some returns as well. The inaugural Rocket Pro Wrestling champion, who won the Rocket Pro Wrestling champion in the inaugural Rocket Rumble, Mark Reconcile, came back and had a back and forth with his old rival Aaron Stone.
That was a big fucking dude.
Yeah.
Bruh.
He's a big boy.
I am so glad that whoever was shooting the vlog footage got the angle of him being eliminated. I thought that dude was going to take out the fucking front row. Like he fucking went. Like he full sent his ass over that fucking rope. I was like, oh god no. You're seriously not fucking holding your buddy off until like the grand fucking excitement of this entire thing, are you?
Oh wait, there was a buddy of mine? Oh yeah, Smiling McGee from the Lovely Intoxicated Men came out as number 3, but that was stopped by General Manager Damian Saint, who made him stand at ringside, still let him be a part of the Rocket Rumble as the Rumble coat rack. And I must say, by the end of the night, if you saw that picture that's on the LIM page, I swear to God, Smiley looked just like the villain in one of those anti-drug afternoon specials from the 80s. I mean, tinted glasses, the hat, everything. Dude looks shady as shit, but I'm so proud of him.
Well, I guess that's a better situation for him than his previous encounter with Damian Saint.
That is
true.
Was
chucked off the deck.
Yeah, and I mean, he had to wear the neck brace. I mean, he didn't wear it in the Rocket Rumble, but he had to wear it after the show, as you saw.
Mm-hmm.
The way to the jackets, man.
Yeah.
Really aggravating.
I was excited for him, man. I thought maybe he was really going to get in that fucking ring. And then Damian Saint was Damian Saint. So was there a alternative number 3, or was there only 29 or 19 participants in the Rumble?
That would have been Corey McHenry, who was the actual number 3.
Gotcha, okay.
Other things to note, Skylar Reed returned and went right after Devin August. They were on each other the entire time. There was also an interesting situation brewing between Youth Gone Wild. Tom Heisman was jumped by Tristan Hayes and Buddy Jr. And I will say Creed Flywheel.
What were you waiting for, man? Why didn't you just say the Freebirds?
Oh, yeah, the Freebirds. The Freebirds are now in Rocket Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, you're saying their fucking names. You might as well just say the Freebirds. Like, you're looking at me like I didn't know what the fuck you were talking about.
I was waiting. I was like waiting for somebody to say it because I was just too excited.
Why didn't you just say it?
I was just way too excited.
Jesus Christ. Wait, so are there only 2 Freebirds? I thought there was like 4 of them.
There were
only
2 that appeared. Yeah, Buddy Roberts Jr. and Tristan.
There's always been just 2.
Yep.
Officially right now.
So was Gordy's daughter not part of it?
She was never part of it.
No.
Part of that stable.
She should be though, right?
I would assume like maybe she has out elsewhere, but I don't think it happened in the Midwest.
Gotcha. So this is a similar Freebirds to ARW.
I'll just say
I know it's a goofy line, but
it's the same.
The references we got.
It's the same.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't need to speak on that aspect on
but
here.
for my frame of reference,
Right.
It's the same. It's the same group where they had the story with their ship being stolen and all that other shit. That's them.
Yep.
I'll just say Youth Gone Wild thought they could run away. But no, the Freebirds found them. They found a way into Rocket Pro. And there you go. Now Rocket Pro has a big problem.
I will say, I don't care who does it. They need to get Gordy's daughter in the Midwest. She does a lot of shit down in Texas. I think she makes it to OVW from time to time. Somebody needs to bring her to the fucking Midwest because she is actually really fucking good. I'm waiting for CSW to fucking do it. I mean, I don't know.
I don't think they need to, though. They got a boatload of talent on that. They don't
Yeah,
need
but
her.
it would be good, though. Because I know
There's gotta be a reason.
I know SCW is not going to do it. I know ARW really doesn't do it that often. They'll have a women's match like once every few months or some shit, if that. I know ARWPro doesn't do it. POW may or may not do it. If anyone wants to do it, it'd be CSW. Just because they do. They're the ones I see bringing in the big names from time to time. Even maybe D6. Fucking D6 might be able to fucking bring her in to face Miss Larkin and shit like that. But somebody needs to bring her in. Just because I want to go fucking see her, but I'm not paying for it.
But with that all being said, Eric Schultz Gunner Brave was eliminated with the assistance of Shaq Jordan from the Rocket Rumble, and the new Zero Gravity champion is Eric Schultz.
Wait, hold on a second. So Shaq Jordan eliminated Gunner Brave. Was he in the match?
So Shaq Jordan was the number one, was eliminated earlier on, and then came back to eliminate Gunner.
Yeah, but why?
So if you remember at the end of last season, Gunner Brave was in the Fatal 4-Way for the RPW Championship.
Yeah.
And Shaq Jordan came out looking at first like he was going to help Gunner Brave, but then attacked Gunner and cost him the match.
I think Gunner eliminated Shaq.
Gunner did eliminate Shaq.
So that might be why.
Yes.
So because
that's
of
part of it,
Jordan,
and then as well as the ROWPro Championship match at Kicks on 66.
So because of Shaq Jordan, Schultz is champion of Rocket Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, and it's not like I've seen it, being out there. I watched the entire match on the monitor.
I thought you were in the match.
Oh, I thought so too.
Why weren't you in the match? What'd fucking Pacman do?
I don't have that much power.
Well, if Pacman was still leader of the LAM, I may have some shit to say to him. But he's off the hook on this one.
Ooh, are we blaming Gabagool?
I'm not blaming Gabagool, but he may have to do some things now. But that
sounds suggestive.
Fuck. Let's just say that I don't know who to blame at this point. Once we get further into the show, I'm really confused.
Let's wait for you to pull that curtain, bro. That's unfortunate, man. That's your fucking thing.
I was scheduled for it. Like, I made the announcement back in Kicks on 66. Yeah. Pacman posted the video.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I said I'm going to be in the Rumble, and then I get there, anticipating I'm still in the Rumble. Then I see I'm not.
Yeah.
And
hey, real quick,
Saint was nowhere to be found for that one.
Yeah. Side note, real quick. How many times did you win that IWA Productions Battle Royal title?
Once.
Once, and you've held it ever since?
Yes.
1,886 days to be precise.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I found the post where you won that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it was June of 2019. I don't remember the exact date.
It was July.
No, I think it was June.
July.
Was it?
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I found the post. I forgot. I was Googling something that was IWA Productions related, and yeah, you popped up holding the title. July 12th. You're right. Yeah, July 12th, 2019. Tested the waters tonight here at IWA Productions. I lost my singles match, but I won another Battle Royal Championship. I wasn't sure if I should with the injury I suffered in June. That's probably why I thought June. I think it's safe to say I continued doing the wrestling thing. Boom! Nubby holding gold.
Nubby gets bolts.
Fucking Nubby's getting pops. Nubby's faction slaying. And Nubby's holding a title since July 12th of 2019.
Well, I necessarily don't hold that title because
Metalhead. No, let it go.
Metalhead stole it from me.
Well, Metalhead's a jackass, so don't tell him I said that. If you do, I'm over here. It's fine. Okay, cool. So I guess Aaron Schultz. So I guess not all bad, but every good beginning has a horrible ending. So we'll move through the night. What was the next match?
It was for the Outer Limits Championship with the Ryan Matthews taking on Connor Hopkins. Now,
See, okay, now this is where the Undeniable starts pitfalling and losing as they always do. Go ahead.
So Hopkins, I will say, had counters for every one of Matthews' maneuvers against him.
Of course he is. He's a hairless chap. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Now, J-Bag did get involved and ate a super kick from Connor Hopkins.
Is he still walking around with that cane and shit as if he's fucking...
Yeah, the one that's not me.
Okay.
But...
Move on.
With J-Bag, it was enough to distract Connor for Ryan Matthews to take advantage and pin him to become the new Rocket Pro Wrestling Outer Limits champion.
Matthews
is now, so there's 2 secondary titles in possession of the Undeniable.
Jesus Christ. Well, they can't win all night. Okay, anyways. Okay, well, I mean, yeah, that sucks. But I'm sure there's rematches coming up. Where was the Coyotes with all this? Why are they out there and fucking, brushing fucking idiot crutch away?
We'll get to that.
Okay.
We'll get to that. But we had the open challenge for the RPW championship with Steve Michaels winding up taking on Brooks Berna, those damn Coyotes. Damian Saint was in Steve Michaels' corner, and the fans were chanting crappy landlord. Even without Turtle there. Don't forget that. Now, Michaels did retain against Brooks Berna, and there was a bit of a scuffle between TDC and the Undeniable as they were trying to defend Brooks. Only one that was absent was Christian Rose. Undeniable was beating down TDC, and then Rion came down and started to help clean house.
Now, did he head to the ring, or did he come out and go back and come out and go back and come out and go back and then hit the ring?
How do you want me to go about this, sir?
Exactly.
But then Nuke came down and decided to schedule an RPW championship match at Darkness Falls with Steve Michaels taking on Rion Skills for the title in a Nightmare on Elm Street fight. So Rion is getting a shot at the RPW championship and is main eventing the show.
I didn't even know Rion was reinstated at Rocket Pro Wrestling.
Yep.
Good man. Good fucking man.
Well, one of my things I did before I was screwed. Who do you think let him in the building at Kicks on 66?
Good man. Good fucking man.
What a guy.
What a guy. You working or shooting, brother?
And then we had the Rocket to the Top briefcase qualifier between Shaq Jordan and Sam Knight. Ref Dev does get knocked down at one point in the match. Shaq gets ready to take advantage of this by bringing in a chair. Gunner Brave does come down to interview. Shaq tries to take out Gunner, but as he went to swing the chair at Gunner, the chair hit the ropes and hit back and ricocheted and hit him instead. Knight covers Jordan, but it was a count of 10. The ref was still out. So Sam Knight then grabbed the ref's hand for the 3 count because it's still official. And Sam Knight qualifies for the Rocket to the Top ladder match.
I don't.
We've seen it before. We've seen it before.
I know we've seen it. I didn't agree with it then. Okay.
Only when it happened to me. Only when it happens to me.
Yeah, that's true. It happened to you too. Yeah. God. Okay. Well, I mean, that's a surprise, because Shaq Jordan seems like a ladder match kind of guy, but.
And breaking lights.
Yeah. Well, he shouldn't be fucking with. You shouldn't have fucked Gunner Brave out of that title.
True.
That's right.
And then we had a tag team match. Playa Holla, Holla, Holla. That's the same joke I told last week. It was Damian Saint and Eric Schultz taking on Turtle and his mystery partner. And it turned out that the mystery partner was none other than Maximus Orion.
Now I'm going to ask you, because I asked you a week ago.
Okay.
Not you.
Oh.
Did you pick him or was he appointed?
I'll just say that he was appointed by himself.
Okay.
Which I wasn't gonna say no. I mean, it was Maximus. I think he did that because I did him a favor for the movie, so it was like him helping me out.
I get it. No, that's what I'm saying. If you were told me it was appointed by Damian Saint, it makes a lot more sense. The fact that he inputted himself into it just makes me wonder what the fuck happened. But anyways, go ahead, Pacman.
I mean, it could have still been Damian Saint. We don't know. But I'm going off what Mr. Maximus said to me.
Gotcha.
Now, while Maximus was directing Shell Shock Traffic.
Yeah, I kind of almost ran a red light on that one.
Yeah. So, Turtle hits a shell shock on Eric Schultz, and as Turtle was going back to hit a shell shock onto Damian Saint, he was intercepted by Maximus Orion, who chokeslammed him and allowed Eric Schultz and Damian Saint to pick up the victory. We have no idea what that was all about. I mean, when I was doing my backstage interviewing after the show, I could not find him. Shelly said that it was like he left the arena. After that, no one knows what's going on.
I want to get that commentary. I want that commentary from fucking Steve, because that's the guy. That's the fucking guy. That's the ARWPro guy. That's the Golden Goose. That's the LIM member. That's your boy, Pacman.
And I mean, Gabagool and I have been discussing the past couple days. I know he has a plan. He's trying to put it into effect probably once he sobers up a little bit more.
A plan for what?
A plan to deal with this Maximus thing, because this has kind of become an LIM issue now. Since both Turtle and Maximus.
There's no plan. There's one solution. You remove him from the LIM. That's the only course of action. That's it.
But I mean, we still don't have...
of the LIM.
So in my role as consigliere to the godfather of the LIM, I feel like we don't have enough information yet as far as...
I'm sorry. Hold on a second. Your member chokeslammed another member in the middle of the match. What information do you need?
We need to know why.
Why? Okay, let me ask you this.
What's the motive?
Here's one. Hey, Nubby, what answer can he give you that you forgive him for?
Honestly, I don't know, because I don't know why he did it.
Right.
There's not... I can understand... Okay, so we all know what happened at IPW.
Yeah.
When another friend of mine, someone who trained me, turned on me. That I understand, and I know why. But Maximus, of all people, this is why it's confusing. Now, on Saturday, and I did do an interview about it, it'll pop up eventually. How I feel now is different from then. I was angry and confused. Now, as maybe still a little angry now, I'm more and more confused as each day passes. Granted, it's only been 2 days. I'm confused as hell. I don't know why, of all people. It's like, he was a good friend of mine. You know, he asked me for help, and then in return he helped me. At least I thought. Now, how long has this been going on? How long has he been planning this? Was he the one that cost me the match with Damian Saint?
I think it's possible, yeah.
Was he the one that prevented me from being in the Rumble?
I think so, yes.
And then I want to know why. I'm confused as hell right now.
I do too. There's no way somebody who has a valid answer to an action that doesn't get back to you in 2 fucking days. It's not like he said, listen, man, I had to do it or else Damian Saint was going to fire so-and-so, or I had to do it because of this. If it was anything to where he was forced into a situation, somebody would have heard something by now. But instead, the fucking pansy ass chokeslammed fucking Nubby in the middle of the ring, walked away as he lost the match, got into his car, and fucking bailed. And you're telling me that's the kind of guy you want in the LIM?
I mean, I shouldn't say that there will definitely be consequences.
No,
I think
the consequence is he's get kicked out. His actions needs consequences, and that consequence isn't, well, let's weigh the positives and negatives. What is the positive that he did to fucking Nubby in that ring that allows him to stay in the LIM under certain circumstances? What can he tell you to make you say, yeah, let's keep him in the fucking LIM?
Well, again, this isn't my decision anymore.
I'm asking you your opinion. What would you accept as a reason for him to chokeslam Nubby in the ring and cost him a match against Damian Saint? What justification are you approving of for him to do that?
I mean, I think, me personally,
if you're not going to answer,
I'm just too shocked by the whole situation.
Okay, so you're not going to answer. That's fine. I forgot that Pacman's back.
I'm shocked by the whole situation. I don't know what to say.
It's a simple question. It's a simple question that you are unwilling to answer, and I get it because you have more of a relationship, and your relationship with Maximus Orion means more to you than it does to Nubby, and that's fine. I could accept that, but man up and be honest about it. The guy who gave you the job at fucking Rocket Pro Wrestling is on this podcast right now. Gave you an opportunity to be behind the scenes interviewing people at Rocket Pro Wrestling. Or the guy that you're okay with calling your title shit. But you'll back that guy.
I'm not saying that my position or the position of the LIM is to support one side or the other side.
Sure.
In my conversations with the leader, Tony Gabagool, this is a very strange and unusual situation that we, as LIM, feel we don't have the answers
to.
Gabagool.
Call Gabagool right now. Gabagool right now. I'm going to ask him the same fucking question you do. And if I get that bullshit runaround stuff, then I'm going to fucking just move on. Because it's fucked up how I have to have more love and respect for fucking Nubby being a part of the LIM than the actual LIM does. I think it's insulting.
Let me call the Don.
Fucking
Let me call the Godfather.
You call fucking Gabafool and get him on the fucking phone because I will ask him straight up, hey, motherfucker. Because if his answer's like, well, we're going to have to weigh the pros and cons. I got to fucking con. This is mob fucking rules. Somebody slaps your fucking wife in the face, you fucking take the motherfucker out. You don't weigh the pros and cons of it all. Fuck that. Nubby, you should drop that motherfucker the next time you see him. I don't give a shit if he owns the fucking company. Fuck that guy.
So, I'm going to handle it, and as Rian would say, accordingly.
Yes.
I want him to, if he's man enough, to meet me in that ring and explain it to me face to face. Don't be like Jay Beck the bounce check and hide behind a computer.
When you finish. Oh, of course. Yeah, he didn't answer. Of course. Well, of course he's going to do it in the middle of the ring because he won't do it personally or he won't do it, in a fucking messenger or anything. He can't personally come to you and give it a reason. He has to do it in front of the fans because of his fucking ego won't allow him to personally have a conversation with you about it. So, of course, it's going to be in the middle of that fucking ring. But here's the thing. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell Pacman, and I'm going to tell fucking Gabagool if he answers this fucking phone call. There is not a valid reason he could give to justify the actions of what he did on Saturday to you. Regardless of the fact if it's what he feels is best for business, he should understand the personal stake you had in that matchup. And what he took away from you was an opportunity to shut Damian Saint up once and for all. And that's fucked up more than anything else.
And that's the thing. Like, we had a chance
to
finally, we can't get rid of Schultz that much because he's a champion.
Yep.
Yeah, sure, we could probably injure him and he gets to give up the belt. That would have been great. But I'm all about that competition. But getting rid of Saint at this point, any ways, any means, because he is a piece of shit GM. and we need to get rid of him. And we had that chance. And why Maximus did this is still confusing me. And if he does have the balls to get in that ring and speak to me, I'll take whatever he says into consideration and how I go about this.
Yeah.
I mean, he did chokeslam me, so that's gonna warrant some kind of physical altercation, regardless.
Add to the receipts, bro. Add to the fucking receipts. Because
receipts, baby.
And
right here.
And here's the thing, I watched the video of the match. I saw what fucking happened. The one thing that's puzzling me right now, which is the big answer I need to understand, is was this an attack on behalf of the Undeniable or just a straight up attack on you? Because he walked away. He didn't celebrate with them as a victory. He didn't high five them and all this other shit and hug it out. And it's not like it doesn't show that he's a member of the Undeniable. It just showed he attacked you, gave them the win, and walked away. So is it a jealousy thing now that Maximus may have for you? Because let's face it, you get higher pops than he does as his own fucking company. So maybe that's a jealousy thing that he's fucking shown. Because, like I said, as it states right now, I can't sit there and say, oh, he's part of the Undeniable. He didn't do it on behalf. I mean, even Saint's going on Facebook, and whether he would admit to it or not, he's gone on Facebook and said that he had nothing to do with it. Now, is he lying? Probably.
Like a crappy landlord, he would lie.
Yeah, but there's no proof of it as of yet. We can only look at the facts that are there. And what happened was he attacked you in the match as your partner, left you for dead, walked away like a fucking coward. And the fact that the LIM is not willing to say we will kick him out is upsetting to me. And what I would do, if I were you, Nubby, is if they allow him to stay in the LIM, I don't think you should stay in the LIM. I think maybe you should part ways with a group if they're willing to allow a shady motherfucker like that, a second shady motherfucker next to tomfoolery, by the way, to remain in the LIM as one of your brethren.
All this is, it's all in my head. It's still a confusing situation. I don't know how to go about this. For once in my life, I am not willing to just go find him and beat the holy snot out of him. This is one of those rare times that I cannot do that mentally. So we're going to have to just wait and see if he will show up in October and meet me out in that ring, or I'll meet him somewhere. It's up to him now. If he's got the balls, if he's got a legit problem, come to me. Don't be J-Beck. Don't be Chris Hedford. Don't be Damian Saint. Be Maximus Orion and tell me to my face. Explain it. And then we'll go from there.
Can you get a hold of Gabagool?
I could not get a hold of Gabagool. It was his first. It was his first day on the job. This is something that has not happened before in LIM. This is something that has no precedent outside of course, me hitting Danny in the balls. But again...
Are you saying this situation is worse?
It could very well be. But we need to see... I think Gabagool would like to see more facts before, because there will be consequences for Maximus Orion. That goes without question.
I don't know what other facts you need, man. If I punched your mother your mother in the mouth and said, well, Dizzle J dared me, you gonna be okay with that? It's fine as long as you got dared to. It's like, yeah, it was a double dog dare. I couldn't what can I do then? Is that an acceptable response? Like, he was, Mom, Travis was double dog dare to punch you in the mouth. What'd you want him to do? Say no?
I mean, again, I'm no longer the leader. I'm only the
yes or no. Leader. If I punched your mom in the mouth because I was double dog dared to, would you forgive me?
I would probably be very upset.
Yes or no? Would you forgive me if I punched your mother?
That wasn't the answer to the question.
If I was double dog dared to punch your mother in the mouth, would you not forgive me?
I would not forgive you.
Okay. Is it because I acted physically against somebody you cared about?
That would be yes.
Okay. So are you willing to forgive Maximus for what he did to Turtle, regardless of what, the reasoning?
Again,
Exactly.
we don't have. We
That- no,
don't.
that's fine.
I don't feel I
I
have
get it.
enough of the facts.
I get it.
It's confusing.
Cool.
It's
Cool.
confusing to
What
all
if
of us.
What if it was malice? What if he did it out of pure malice? What if he intentionally did it on purpose out of pure malice? You gonna forgive him? You're gonna say, oh, well, fucking Will's my friend. Will would never do this. That's Maximus' ego. No, not
I
the
mean,
owner.
as
The owner
long
of the
as
company would do this. The former fucking Northland County bullshit champion who fucking got crotch shotted by fucking Rion last summer or whatever and had a feud with a hairless cat. That's the man who did it.
I mean, and here's my whole take on it. You know,
Oh, please.
like,
Let's get your take on it.
I mean, I have been up the past couple of days because of this whole situation, just because I never expected Maximus to do something like that. This is somebody who we've seen be incredibly loyal to his friends. I mean, anytime the Undeniable went after Aaron Stone, who was out there defending him? Maximus Orion.
Yeah.
When Damian Gray was starting stuff with me last year,
Mhm.
who came to my defense and got in between us before the situation got bad? Maximus Orion. And I know through LIM, Turtle and Maximus became pretty good friends. And I'm just caught off guard is putting it mildly, where my head is at.
Out of curiosity, because you guys know I don't have the greatest memory. When Turtle got beat down by the Undeniable, who came out to his rescue?
That would have been. Oh, it wasn't. Yeah. Who was it?
I know.
Nubby,
I know.
who came to your rescue, man?
Nobody.
Yeah. So you can at least openly admit that will come out. I'm sorry, Maximus Orion will come out to the rescue of his friends, but that doesn't include Nubby
Or his mother, apparently.
or his mother, apparently. But you said that they have grown together in this bond over the LIF. Gotcha.
As the season went on.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So now they're bonded together, just not when he's getting his ass handed to him by the entire Undeniable, or when he's betraying him in a tag match. But their bond is, maybe you don't quite know what's going on in the LIM as much as you think you do.
He's been gone.
It's a tricky situation.
It's not
all
tricky.
around.
It's not fucking tricky. Somebody chokeslammed somebody in a match and cost them that opportunity to get revenge on somebody who caused them to have personal hell for almost a year. Explain the trickiness to that. Is it because you're so afraid to lose your spot at Rocket Pro Wrestling?
No,
You can't sit here and say, Turtle, I'm on your side about this. No, because the thing is, you don't want to pick sides, because you are going to end up with whoever is going to benefit you the most. Whether it be the guy who gave you the job at Rocket Pro Wrestling before he got cheated out of his position at Rocket Pro Wrestling, or the current owner of Rocket Pro Wrestling that could dictate how much involved the LIM is in Rocket Pro Wrestling. I get it, you're not the top fan anymore, but you're still being a dick.
It just, there's a lot of things running through my head that just don't.
No, we're not circling this fucking conversation. You're not gonna keep fucking rounding. If you're not going to give a definitive answer on it, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Because that's all you're gonna keep doing. I can't answer that. I can't give a response because you don't want to give a fucking response because you don't want to upset somebody. You don't want to piss off Nubby. And we have to continue on.
That. It's not about that at all.
That's exactly what it is. Because you don't want to piss off Nubby because you know we still have another entire half of the show to fucking do. And you don't want to piss off the guy who runs the company. I get it. You're middleman Pax, man. You're fucking Switzerland Pac-Man. You're PX neutral. I fucking get it. I understand it. It's stupid of me to assume that you would be able to answer a question and be a person about it. But no, you can't do it because that's Gabagool's decision now. You've given up power. It's not your call anymore. Now it's somebody else's responsibility. Where am I wrong in all this?
I mean, it's just I'm not just thinking about what happened last night. I'm thinking about Kicks on 66 and Nubby's match there and how that ended.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to.
If that ended up being Maximus too, you still gonna forgive him? Is it still a tricky situation?
None of it makes sense. None of it.
If it ends up being Maximus that screwed you out of your fucking GM fucking position at Rocket Pro Wrestling, can you forgive him? Is there an answer he could give you that would say you're forgiven?
I mean, just with those options right now, there's no forgiveness at this point.
There's not.
But I still, part of me still believes that it was Eric Schultz that did it.
Absolutely.
I mean, Maximus had that match later on. He was more focused on the hairless cat. At least I think he was.
And
I don't know.
And that's why I said if it turns out to be Maximus, is it forgivable?
There should be no forgiveness, and
exactly
that would just be mind-boggling,
right?
Because why? Why would you spend all that time?
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? I think we need to move on for now.
Oh, we do. We have a lot more to cover, and I'm never going to get a straight answer off fucking Pacman when it comes to Maximus Orion and Rocket Pro Wrestling. So I should remember. If I remember anything in my life, it's that. I should never ask Pacman a yes or no question because he will not answer because he doesn't want to upset one side or the other.
No, Nubby, actually, I do have one question for you. If there's any message you want me to impart onto the Godfather, what would you like me to communicate on your behalf?
Well, I do agree that with Travis, something big needs to happen. And Gabagool, and I'm not asking. This is more of a demand. Sorry, Gabagool, gotta demand it. You gotta take action, and it's gotta be the right action.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
I will bring that back to him, but we have the main event.
He shouldn't have to. He should hear it when he listens to this fucking
you know
show.
what? He just tried calling me. You can tell him yourself.
Fucking yeah, pick up the fucking call him back, answer wherever the fuck it is. I'm gonna start yelling at that motherfucker too. He didn't even do anything. I don't even know why I don't know what is it about Maximus that makes me fucking angry. Like I really don't know what it is.
Can you hear him okay?
You've reached the office of the leader of the LIM. All calls will be screened in the order which
I'm gonna punch this fucker in the head, I'll tell you that much.
you need to speak with the leader of the LIM.
Can you turn your volume up? It's hard to hear.
This is
Spanish, please press 2. Press 2.
I'm not pressing 2.
You please press 3. All other
Representative.
Hey, what do you say?
You fucking monster.
no problem, Gabagool. Yeah, so we're all talking about the situation between Turtle and Maximus. Wondering if you could get your thoughts on the matter.
Jeez, man.
No. Gabagool, do you hear me right now? Do you hear me?
Wait, Gabagool, can you hear Travis?
Can you hear me?
No, I cannot, but you translate for him.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear him?
No, I can't.
How can he not hear me? They always fucking hear me. How do you hear me right now?
Because I got the headphone, or not the headphones. I have it's connected to my computer.
Gabagool, can you fucking hear me?
You know what? Hold on. I got this.
Yeah,
I got
fucking-
this. I can
yeah,
fix
yeah.
this.
Yeah,
Turn off
fix
the air
it.
conditioner.
Fix this, because I don't want his opinion. I want to yell at him.
Oh, I was gonna yell at you. Never mind.
Yeah, I want to tell him what he needs to do, not what he should be doing. I don't want to know his fucking feelings. I don't give a shit. There's no reason how over the past 6 months I should be more angry with the actions of Maximus Orion than the fucking LIM is. There's no excuse for that. Can he hear me yet?
Are you still
No,
able?
I cannot.
He can.
I heard that part.
Can you hear me now?
Give me the spark notes, PX.
He said a lot of angry words towards you.
And
Wait, listen, Travis. If you had been there to have a Jägermeister with me, and you no-showed, I was standing there with 2 of them in my hand waiting for you, pals.
why didn't you
We could've
message
protected
me? Why
Turtle.
didn't you message me?
Why didn't you message Travis?
Clearly, you didn't care where I was at. You didn't ask. Hey, man, you on your way? I could have I could have been on the side of the fucking road dying. It's not like you messaged me saying, hey, buddy, where you at? No, you didn't give a shit. All you're worried about is, once again, like every other fucking LIM member, just getting your own shit in. Worrying about your own shit. Oh, now I'm the Don of the LIM. Who gives a fuck? Listen, dipshit. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Can you hear me? Can you fucking hear me?
Are you able to hear him, sir?
It's a lot going on.
But can you hear me? Yes or no?
It doesn't sound good, but he can kind of hear you.
Okay. I'm going to say this as clear as possible.
Like he's upset.
Yeah.
Oh, I
is.
am pissed because Pacman doesn't know how to fucking answer a question.
All right. That's beyond us, below us, beneath us.
I don't even know what he's fucking saying.
Last year, but
Tell him to listen to the show and then respond another day, I guess.
Yeah, tell him to
You gotta
listen.
move on.
If he can't hear me, we gotta fucking move on.
Yeah, if you're having a hard time hearing, we're gonna have to. Well, you'll listen to the show and I'll yell at you, and then you'll just listen to the show. And if you don't listen to the show, you can go fuck yourself.
Tell you what. No, here's the thing. Text him my number, and if he wants to call me, he can call me.
Oh, here. Okay.
Text,
You know what?
Text
Here's
him
what I'll
my
do.
number. If he
I'm
wants
gonna
to call me,
text
he
you
can call me.
Travis's number, and you can call Travis. How's that?
Oh, swell.
Okay. I will get that handled. All right, bye.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna mute.
You mute. I'm gonna tell you right now, we're gonna blow through fucking everything else because this ARWPro shit's taking a lot longer than I thought it was going to. It's just, oh my god, dude. I don't.
Well, let's get to the next match.
Yeah.
The main event.
Wait, was this semi-main?
Yeah.
That was semi-main.
Okay, gotcha. I thought this was like pre-intermission. I thought we weren't even like halfway through or some shit. Okay.
Yeah. So the main event is, and I just sent Gabagool your number.
That's fine. Yeah. If he calls, he calls. He doesn't, he doesn't. It's fine.
And it's 3 rings versus final level for the RPW tag team titles. Now, Damian Saint came out and said he made a deal with the Fabulous Idols to add them to the match. So it was 3 rings versus final level versus Kevin Cade and Damian Gray. 3 rings retained after a distracted Kevin Cade confronted Joey Roth about getting overly involved in the match. And ominously...
You there, Gabagool?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. They can hear you. You can't hear them. But it's fine because you don't need to fucking hear them. You just need to hear me. Okay. As the Don of the Lovely Intoxicated Men, as the fucking leader of the Lovely Intoxicated Men, I'm going to tell you straight up what needs to fucking happen. You need to kick Maximus Orion out of the LIM. It's really that simple.
I would agree with you. And if you don't mind me saying real quick.
Yes.
It's one thing if Maximus bumped Turtle in the head or elbowed him or kicked him, but I'm saying it all along. I say it to everybody. You don't accidentally choke slam somebody. So
exactly.
I'm going to work on something, Travis. I might need your help down the road.
Well, see, here's my problem that I've been having, and this is why I'm in such a bad mood. So I apologize if I come off cross to you. But your dipshit over here, fucking Consigliere, or whatever the fuck it is, clearly doesn't understand mob rules, where he believes that there's a justification for what Maximus did that he may accept as a valid reason.
I never said that, though.
Yes, you did. Don't fucking say you didn't. You're like, well, it just depends on why he did it. No, I'm sorry. In mob rules, you disrespect somebody that's part of the family, you're no longer part of the family, right or wrong, Gabagool?
That's right, and Turtle's a made man, and so is Maximus, but they still need permission if they're going to whack one another. All right?
Exactly,
Watch
right?
fucking Goodfellas.
Right, yeah. I don't need to see 2 dudes whacking each other off and shit in the middle of the fucking ring. You know, they need to handle their differences, you know, outside it. And the thing is, like I'm telling them on here, it's like I don't know what it is about Maximus that makes me fucking angry, but the fact that I saw what he did to Turtle in the middle of that ring, not only costing him the match, but the personal fucking victory that he could have had is an insult. And I think, and when Pacman and Sanders say, like, well, the LIM's going to have to get together and we're just going to have to figure out what to do about this, there's only one course of action, and that's the removal of Maximus Orion from the LIM. Because to be honest with you, and all due respect to you, Gabagool, and all due respect to Pacman and everyone else in the LIM, I couldn't be part of a group that would allow a man like Maximus Orion to stay within that group if he's going to attack a close friend of mine like the Amazing Turtle.
Travis, you have my word. Justice will be served. Little known fact, I studied these things in college. I know the law. And you don't want to be on this side of the law, Maximus.
Mob 101. Fuck it.
I'll take care of it.
That's why you're the leader, man. That's why you're the leader. And I do apologize. I was not there on Saturday. I had full intentions to. Something came up, couldn't fucking be there. I do apologize.
Brother, next time I see you, there's drinks written all over it.
I will tell you, I can't guarantee the next ARWPro show I will be at, but I promise I will be at a ARWPro show, and we'll be able to have some beverages together. Hell, we'll have
work
two.
It out, brother.
Fuck
2,
yes.
3. Little after party.
Right? Absolutely.
Maybe he'll show you the Chamber of Secrets.
All right, brother. Well, you be safe. You take care, and I appreciate you taking my call. Well,
my friend,
thanks
I
for calling.
appreciate your concern for our friend Turtle.
Dude, and I was telling Pacman, it's ridiculous how I'm more angry about LIM problems than he is. It upsets me. Between his disrespect for your guys' title, between him chokeslam and Nubby, like I shouldn't be as angry as I am, but it infuriates me because he is disrespecting the good name of the LIM. And even though I'm not a member of it, I still value you guys as people, and I think it's just insulting that he's doing it. And the fact that Pacman can sit here and be like, well, he's my friend. Fuck that.
I'll talk with PX. You just keep him on this podcast. It means a lot to him.
Oh, I would never kick him off the podcast, but I mean, you may want to fucking find a new consigliere or some shit.
Well, we went through a lot. Oh boy.
Yeah, I know, but maybe
in the kitchen.
I replace him with your fucking kid or something.
Okay, we'll think about it.
All right, man, I'll talk to you later.
All right, Travis, take it easy.
You too, bye. Ah, God, I love that man more than you.
Hey,
Gabagool has always been my guy from the beginning. Even when I made fun of him with the stupid kid and shit, he's always been my guy. Well, him and Danny, but. Anyways, okay, so main event ended up being a triple threat match. How did the Idols get put into this matchup?
Damian Saint made a deal with Joey Roth to get them in the match.
I thought all that shit ended at the end of last season with this whole what was it? I think it was a triple threat championship match. Maybe it was 2 seasons. When I know when the Idols won control of ARWPro and appointed Damian Saint. After that year, I was under the impression that Saint was trying to distance himself from the Idols.
He was,
yeah.
But I think because Saint is trying to, get more people on his side, and let's not say that he was distancing himself away from the Idols. We saw that wasn't happening because Saint put Pacman in that match.
Yeah.
So there's no way he was not, in cahoots with the Idols.
Also,
it's been part of the plan.
How is Saint still around? I thought last year was the end of his contract.
Obviously not.
I don't know what's going on. Because I could have sworn he came out not the last season finale, but the previous one where VHS and all that shit, where he came in and said that he has 1 more year left. So is there some extension that was fucking signed? That
might have been a deal when I lost the GM ship. I don't know.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
But we also what happened.
Who does know? Fucking probably Maximus.
Probably that dick.
Yeah.
So we all saw what happened at Kicks on 66 when the Idols cost Final Level the tag team titles. Okay. So maybe Joey Roth did a little thing on his knees and, got to be part of this title match. I mean, he's got to get the Idols relevant again. They haven't been relevant, since, the Idols lost their titles to begin with. I mean, they had to use Pacman to get relevant again. And then once Pacman pinned Damian Gray, it was downward spiral from there. But then it cost the titles, off of Final Level. And then you got to get back in your knees to Damian Saint. And now, hey, you're in a championship match. It didn't work out for him this time around.
Yeah. Cade definitely looks like he's starting to have an issue with the idols.
Cade, I'd say, is the best one in the group.
Oh, you mean out of the other three, which two of them being managers? Yeah.
I can't really say this about Johnny and I, but when Johnny and I was with the idols,
Oh, like collectively.
Collectively, at the time, Cade was the best one. I still love Johnny and I, another LIM member. He's my guy now. We're good. Right. But Cade was the muscle of the team, the whole group. He was the best one.
He's kind of like Rhino. He reminds you a lot of Rhino, just a thick motherfucker. Yeah.
If Rhino and Arn Anderson had a kid again.
Yeah. I'm a huge fan of Cade. I mean, I don't have a problem with Gray either. I mean, he is IPW champion for a reason. But yeah, I think when you compare them to, I do think Cade has, a higher ceiling when it comes to the in-ring abilities. Gray is a better talker. Gray is a better character as a whole, but when you look at in-ring talent, it is Cade. And I think that's what kind of separates him from the idols, because the idols is a fucking novelty. It's a walking, talking fucking gimmick, and they haven't had championships since Harris and Nye were a part of it. Yep. Who's fucking being arrested? Which one is it?
It's me this time.
Yeah, you live up in Chicago. That makes sense.
You jaywalk?
Yeah, probably. Or might have been that cat, that hairless cat.
Send the cops you to commandeer the
take the podcast.
It's unfortunate. Obviously, if Roth didn't get involved, may the idols be champions? It's possible.
Yeah, but 3 rings won, so
yeah.
And notably, after the match, there was a really ominous way from Grin to Shogun.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd seem to really get under Shogun's skin from my interview that I had with him after his match.
There is a past, but they're really... It's hard to say if there was, but I remember back at Blitz, they didn't really cross paths, but they did. One of those weird situations.
Yes, I remember that well.
Season finale of Rocket Pro Wrestling. The final level lost without being pinned, correct?
Correct.
Mm-hmm. And this match, they lost without being pinned.
Right.
So they're still technically an undefeated tag team. They've never officially been, they're still officially an unpinned tag team. Technically, they took the loss of both matches, but they've never truly been pinned.
Right.
Okay, that's interesting. That's fucking interesting. I don't know you were with Shogun, in your interview, just hearing him, he discussed how him and Grin never fucking passed. They never really had that moment and shit. But it's probably the first time in a long time I heard an uncertainty come from the final level in that sense. And there's always so much confidence and laid backness and ready to do whatever. But in that moment, which is weird too, because wasn't it Grin that fucked with Marche at CSW after that coffin match or whatever? Or am I getting some things mixed up? Or no, was that Rocket Pro too?
Yeah, it was Rocket Pro where they had the coffin match.
Yeah. Right, Marche was the champion. Marche won the championship.
Yeah.
And then Grin came out. That was the first show after COVID.
Yeah.
Gotcha. But there was a coffin match that they were in, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it was a last... Was it? I think it was a last ride match.
That last ride was Shogun and Marche, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then Grin came out after that.
Yeah.
The coffin match was Grin and Marche.
And Grin won that.
Right.
Grin won.
And for a while, Marche was a little fucked up.
Yeah, and it didn't. You're right. Marche was a little fucked up at CSW, and I think at other places as well. He wasn't the same Marche at other places. So it's true that something could happen in one place, and it can have effect on you.
Yeah. So who knows? I mean, who knows what's going to do to Shogun? We all know that. I mean, Shogun's been having issues over at fucking Wrestle League. He lost ownership of it, and maybe that's bring that shit over here to Rocket Pro, and he wasn't 100% invested in the match like he should have been. People got to realize independent wrestling is going to cross fucking, pollinate shit, man, or whatever the fucking word. I don't know what that word is, but Yeah, Grin, I think is definitely mind fucking Shogun. I think he's gonna do to him what he did to Marche, and this may be the beginning of the end of the final level.
Is this the final level?
So, game over, bro.
And that was Fall Brawl. The next show is October 5th, and it is called Darkness Falls.
I'm gonna tell you right now that we just gave ARWPro an hour and 20 minutes of this fucking show, and if they don't appreciate it, fuck them, jackasses. Make sure you share this one, by the way, Pax.
Got you, buddy.
Or just do what we did last time and leave it in draft.
Well, that was a legit thing.
That was a legitimate thing, idiot.
Now, if you were not
at tpublic.com.
Now, if you were not at Fall Brawl and want to see these matches, they are going to be shown at Hollywood Boulevard on September 20th.
That it will.
So be there.
Meet and greet at 6 p.m. for that in the lobby of Hollywood Boulevard. And the showing is at 7. You can buy your tickets on the Hollywood Boulevard website. And I will be there doing another red bathroom floor mat special, talking to the talent at ARWPro. Maybe we'll have to introduce Thomas Foolery to some members of the ARWPro wrestling roster, as he did not know Damian Gray's name and referred to him as Mr. Baseball Bat.
Oh, yeah. Didn't something happen with the fans you want to talk about?
So,
do you want to wait till the end on that?
We'll save that for the end.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, let's get through the rest of the stuff because we got
a lot. Yeah. Okay, so Power Entertainment was also on Saturday the 7th. There was an 8-man one-night tournament. Winner goes on to Wrestle Rage 2 to face the heavyweight champion. In round 1 qualifier, Mason Perks defeated Jason Dukes. Acid Jazz challenges The Reckoning to a 6-man tag match at Wrestle Rage. Me Hooks O'Bannon defeated Chris Miller. Take that, Miller. You suck.
Yeah.
Jay Scott defeated Kayvon O'Reilly. Quinn Whittick defeated Tommy McCabe. Round 2 qualifiers, Mason Perks defeated Jay Scott. Quinn Whittick beat Me Hooks O'Bannon. And Regan Lydale beat Shaza McKenzie and Renee Van Peebles. In the finals, Quinn Whittick and Mason Perks ended in a double countout. Heavyweight champion Kazal entered the ring and proclaimed that he has no opponent at Rage. Wonder what's going to fucking happen. Jimmy Blaze came out to the ring and was going to cash in the keys for someone, but he was cut off by Mihooks O'Bannon, who was ready to cash it in for the heavyweight championship at Rage when Kayvon O'Reilly entered and begged Mihooks to cash in for the tag team championships instead. Mihooks agreed to honor his brother and cash in for the tag team titles at Wrestle Rage. Blaze has announced Kazal will defend at Rage against Quinn Whittick and Mason Perks in a 3-way steel cage match. And for those of you who don't know, Wrestle Rage is how's WrestleMania. So
yep.
So as of right now, the next show will be Saturday Night Fight, and that will be September 21st at the Wooddale T-Woods in Wooddale. I'm not sure if it was mentioned. Harvest Havoc is next ARWPro, right? October.
Darkness
14th?
Falls is next ARWPro, and then yes,
October 14th or whatever, or the week before. What?
Yes,
October 5th.
October 5th.
Okay. Okay, awesome. What results are done? Let's cover what we got match card wise. We got D6, CSW, and ARW.
Yep.
And Super Wrestlers.
Oh, and Super Wrestlers. Cool. Well, let's be like Pacman's mom and bang this shit out.
All right. So where we want to go with first?
D6.
We'll start with. Okay, we'll go with D6 because he said so.
Okay, that sounds good.
We're just gonna blow through. It's fucking Pacman Arena. He's gonna blow through it within 45 seconds. Because he doesn't know how to slow the fuck down.
So Destination 6 Wrestling provides Ignite the Fury Saturday, September 14th in Macomb, Illinois. Addresses 136 West Carroll Street.
Yeah, let's hurry up here, Pacman.
Okay. Tickets are VIP is $30, front row $25, general is $20, and kids are $10. Doors open up at 5:15 for VIP, 5:30 for general, and the show starts at 6. For the Midwest Express Championship, we have Zach Hendricks versus Oliver Kane. We'll also have Victor Analog taking on Ethan Everhart. Tommy Davis will take on Eric Asneedy. I do apologize if I butchered that. Kaya McKenzie will take on Amina Belmont. And Mr. Broadway, Shank, and Chris Cutler will take part in a triple threat match. Also making her debut in Destination 6, Brittany Kay will face Unknown. And this is not a mystery opponent. The name of the wrestler is unknown. We don't know who this is.
I don't
But the wrestler is unknown. No, look at the flyer. Unknown.
Okay, well, there we go.
Looks like a graphic create character on 2K.
It is not. Oh, also
generic female 2.
From how it looks on the screen right now, it did look like a created character. I couldn't tell the face.
Also, JJ Garrett will be taking on Rafael Quintero.
That match.
And again, this is Destination 6 Ignite the Fury, which will take place at the Destination 6 Arena at 136 West Carroll Street in Macomb. Tickets are $30 for VIP. Front row is $25. General admission is $20, and kids are $10. Doors open up at 5:15 for VIP, 5:30 for general. Show starts at 6. And then we got Super Wrestlers. It is Super Wrestlers Rising at the Concord Music Hall at 2047 North Milwaukee Avenue. Tickets are on sale on AXS.com, and you'll be able to potentially get some discounted tickets. I know they've been running sales, but if not, tickets are should be $25. I saw recently they were doing a sale for $20, so just be on the lookout for that. Now, Siphon debuts on this show, and if you remember from the last Super Wrestlers show, he had confronted Shogun because the power that Shogun had gotten was actually supposed to go to him. So there's a lot of tension between Shogun and Siphon. Now, in addition to this, Destructo with Madame Shatter in his corner will be facing Delay Mignon, who may have some burgers for the people at intermission. Also, Danger Mask will be facing Rad Blackbeard, the Porch Pirate, who now has vampire powers thanks to Vlad Bladder. And speaking of Vlad Bladder will be taking on US A-Hole. Not only that's going to be a thing on the show, but also General Luxon, Rydal's General, will be taking on Jordan Cross, who is incredibly upset after his brother Rydal killed Ryor. And
that's right. There was a fucking murder at the last show.
Yes, and there will be a cremation ceremony of Ryor at this show. A Cross-Turnian cremation ceremony. We don't know what that is. We're just going to have to find out. Also, we need to find out where Business Puppy is. So, Destructo, if you do listen to this, I know you're not crazy about Earth music, but if you do listen to the JFW podcast, and why wouldn't you? It has Travis T on it. He's a guy with best friends who are 3-time longest reigning SCW champions. If you are listening to this, let us know, where is Business Puppy?
Sure.
And that is the card for Super Wrestlers Rising at the Concord Music Hall this Sunday, September 15th, 2047, North Milwaukee Avenue. Doors open at 6, and the bell time is at 7, and this is a 17 and over show.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Nubby, your pick, man. You want to do CSW or ARW? Your call.
We'll go with CSW.
Okay.
All right, so CSW presents Friday the 13th. This Friday, September the 13th. I almost said December. Yeah, that's fine. September the 13th.
Okay,
Here we
cool.
go again.
Yeah, just fucking leave. What do I give a shit?
All right, so it's at 9757 Pacific Avenue in Franklin Park.
Let me ask you a question. How many times have we left the show to fucking pee?
None.
What kind of podcast papa has to leave the show to urinate? I don't know if that's what he's doing or not, but I mean, what the fuck is that? I mean, come on now. Like, oh, I'm the podcast papa. I'm going to leave mid-show to go pee. God. Anyways, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right. 9757 Pacific Avenue in Franklin Park, Illinois. General admission tickets are $25. Front row is sold out. Been sold out a while. Go figure. Everyone loves front row. It happens.
Yeah. Especially
Doors
at
open.
CSW. Fuck.
Oh, yeah. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. Bell time is 7:30 p.m. Yeah. So we got the women's title match. It is going to be Missa Kate, the champion, taking on Shaza McKenzie.
Who got signed to Impact?
Heather Reckless.
Good for her. Congrats to her. That's
Hell
awesome.
yeah. You know, for someone as little as she is, her talent makes her a giant.
That's I like that. That's awesome. Yeah, I saw that posted up on Atkinson or whatever that fucking dude at IPW's name is. I saw he posted on social media. I was like, that's really fun, cool. So it's like, has it been Sky Blue and it's only been the two, right? That's been kind of signed so far from CSW.
Well, Missa Kate being NWA signed at that time for a while.
Okay, yeah.
I think, yeah, so far, yeah.
Okay, cool. I mean, that's awesome. That's exciting. So, and Impact, man, you don't hear any like Impact signings like really happening too often.
And that is great at this time because of their relationship with WWE.
Right? Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah.
So
because you know, like as everything's progressing, they're gonna start bringing NXT people over to Impact or TNA and all that shit too. So yeah, and the fact that it's really gonna like shine a light on her, I think, better than AEW will, because people are being lost in the shuffle at AEW.
Too many.
Has Sky Blue been on TV? I haven't really watched AEW.
She got injured about a couple months ago.
Oh shit. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, prayers for a speedy recovery. Yeah, prayers for a speedy recovery. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. It's cool to hear about that shit. So I take it she won't be at the CSW show.
No.
Damn.
Well, she did have a goodbye match a few months ago, so.
Gotcha. You should have asked her to be on the show while you still had a chance. How are you not getting your people on this fucking show? Jesus, man. God. Why do you think I brought you here to begin with?
I don't know. For my talent.
100%. It's because we have such a repertoire, such a relationship. Good pander. And then there's Pacman who fucking leaves the show to pee.
Yeah. Dude, just do the show from the bathroom then. Just turn the camera off. I don't know.
Yeah, do what I do. Hold it like an adult.
Yeah. Don't drink so much before the podcast.
Right? Anyways, okay, next match. What we got?
Shane Boucher of the Hate Keepers will be taking on Maggie Lee.
Awesome. That's what they need to do. They need more than one fucking women's match at these shows. Awesome to see.
But this is an intergender match.
Wait, who is it? Shane Boucher. Yeah. For some reason, I was thinking the word Shay, and I thought maybe it was a relative of Boucher. But okay, Shane Boucher. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha.
Now, six-pack challenge. We have Eddie Grayson, Steve Oz, Russ Hamilton, Mateo Valentine, the King of the Crabs, Hans Garden, and Jack Ballard.
Okay,
sure.
Is Mateo Valentine still a douche?
Oh, yeah. Him and Jack Moody been douches lately.
Douches.
Yeah. For the tag team titles, your tag team champions, Sierra and Joey Avalon, will be taking on in an interesting tag team. Get this. It will be the former Metro Division champion, Iniestra, teaming up with Lily Pescadito.
That's going to be a good tag team. That's a good fucking tag team right there.
A very weird tag team.
Yeah. Lily is probably, if I had to guess, first off, I'm surprised that Sierra's not signed anywhere. That blows my fucking mind. Yeah, of everyone, she should be. But the next person is probably going to be Lily.
Oh, yeah, she's already making waves in NWA.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. For her to officially be exclusively signed somewhere, I think she's going to be next. Yeah. Whether it be exclusive to NWA or maybe even going to TNA out, I think it's a possibility, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Sierra should be. That's upsetting.
That's long overdue.
Yeah. Yeah, it worries me, and I don't know anything about scouting and talent and all that shit. It worries me that maybe she missed the opportunity. Like maybe
could it be?
Yeah, I don't know how old she is, so it's not like for me to say like, oh, for her to get in, because I mean, you look at like Mia Yim, I think she got into like the NXT WWE in like her mid 30s or early 30s and shit like that, and I mean, fucking, I don't know. You know, there's people who start late 30s and shit. I don't know how old Sierra is. I'm guessing she's around between our age somewhere, or fucking younger.
Mid 20s.
Okay, so she got plenty of fucking time. So yeah, why aren't they fucking signing her?
I don't know.
Maybe, that's upsetting.
She's too good. That's what it is.
That's wrong. Yeah, they can't afford it. Yeah.
She might steal the spotlight. That's all.
Right? Yeah. There's too many Rhea Ripleys. That's the problem. Yeah, they don't want to lose their Rhea investment. But fuck it. You know, she's crushing the fucking Midwest. So awesome. She's gone. She's noticed. That's the important thing. But I'm excited for Lily Pescadilla in that tag match. I think she's gonna shine 100%.
Oh, yeah. All right. In a triple threat, we have Jay Marston of the Hate Keepers taking on Solomon Tupu and Marche Rocket. That is going to be chop heavy for sure.
Yeah. And Marche has the ability to utilize his M80.
That's right. For the Metro Division title, we have Quintero, the champion, taking on Jax Johnson, who seems to be winning lately for the Brass Holes.
Big deal.
Yeah, fuck that guy and TJ Steele. In a women's match, we have Amina Belmont taking on Angelina Love.
I forgot she's going to be here.
Yep. That's going to be good for Amina. Good way to get a foot in the door. But I'm also hoping Angelina Love just smacks her around a little bit.
Oh, of course.
And maybe smack me around.
God, right? You should ask her if she listens to the JFW podcast.
Well, if I want to get smacked around, I probably will.
He's been gone way too long. He's been gone way too long. I don't need this anymore.
Yeah. Then we just announced today we have a Fatal 4-Way Tag Match. It will feature FXB and Chris Miller, Axel Rico teaming with Doom Montgomery, Ryan Matthews teaming with Eric Schultz, and then Adam Stallion teaming with Cypher. And then for the heavyweight title, last man standing. Warhorse, the heavyweight champion, taking on Conan Lycan.
You think Lycan's going to get his title back?
The way the gatekeepers have been pulling shit lately, I don't see it, but maybe Conan Lycan will be a 2-time champion. It is Friday the 13th after all, so anything can happen.
Weird things tend to happen.
Yep.
And worst case scenario, if he doesn't, I'm sure they could give him a justifiable reason to forgive him.
Oh.
Oh, what does that say? Pacman. I can't see the rest of it.
That's okay. You don't need to.
Just
The viewers of this fucking podcast on YouTube will.
Pacman pooping.
You're gone way too long. So
I'm
pooping.
dealing with the after effects of my liver thing that I had to take care of.
Pooping. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Pooping.
Yeah.
Pacman was pooping. That's the name of this podcast. Pacman left show to poop. Pacman poops. Everything.
So that
I
is
feel like
CSW.
Tom and Kyle would enjoy that one way too much, though.
Fun Diarrhea Podcast.
So that is CSW Friday the 13th. This Friday, September the 13th, 9757 Pacific Avenue in Franklin Park, Illinois. General admission tickets are $25. Front row sold out. No more front row. Sorry. 6:30 p.m. is door. 7:30 p.m. is bell. All right.
You going to see Angelina Love?
What?
You going to CSW to see Angelina Love?
I might go to that.
You won't.
I need to make my way out to CSW at some point. Though.
I really do too. My hopes is I got a couple Fridays off throughout the rest of the year, and if one of those Fridays fall on CSW, I may go to it.
All right, Bill Shelley, calm down.
Don't call me that.
Okay.
All right. Saturday. This Saturday, September the 14th, ARW presents Survival of the Fittest at the American Legion Post 100, 1899 Central Avenue in Lake Station, Indiana. The doors open at 6 p.m., bell time 7 p.m. General admission tickets are $15. And here we go. Muggsy James will be taking on Machine. That match I am most looking forward to. Then for the tag team titles, we have the Mash Brothers, who are the current tag team champions. Will be taking on Murder City Inc. Or the family, Jay City and Michael Morris. Your boy, Judas Chavez, will be addressing his future.
Dude hasn't developed a past yet. What the fuck is he doing future?
Well, in a recent matchup with Greg Glover, he kind of got fucked up.
Yeah. But come on, what fucking Macho Man say? A cup of coffee. Cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee, yeah.
A cup of coffee.
So we will see what happens.
Coffee, yeah.
I'll say this: I'd rather hear him talk than Donovan. So there's that.
Oh, guys, Donovan's still a thing?
Yeah.
Oh God, I thought they stopped that shit.
Oh, he doesn't stop talking.
Cup of coffee in the big time.
Nick Diamond, another piece of shit.
Time. Yeah.
Will be taking on Greg Glover.
Coffee in the big time.
But coffee in the big time. Yeah.
You gotta have Turtle. You gotta have a cup of coffee in the big time. Yeah. The cream rises to the
It
top.
always rises to the top. Oh yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
I'm
hate your guts.
I'm actually at the point.
I see the lust in your eyes,
where
Nubby.
I have the extra large cup these days, so it's not just a cup.
Get you for 3 minutes. Oh wait, that's him and Spider-Man.
Well, speaking of 3 minutes, James Creed will be taking on Willie Richardson.
Fucking Creed. God. Yeah.
Wait, is it for the title?
No, not this time around. No.
Wait.
There's no title
Yeah,
involved.
that's next month.
Wait, there is a show where James Creed isn't going for a title? Did hell freeze over?
God, you know what the problem was is when they're building the story, they assumed by now Willie would probably have the title that he could drop it to Creed, but somewhere they like, fuck, we forgot. Okay. We'll circle back.
Did my Willie grunt. That's my Willie grunt.
Yeah.
Speaking of forgetting things, Wade Evans, the forgetful workhorse.
Feeling the big time.
No more questions.
Wade Evans will be taking on Brendan Bowling.
Gotcha. Okay.
For the Indiana State Championship, we got Donovan, the champion. I believe I have to fucking say that. Taking on Josh Moon.
Dude, the dude has such a huge ego on him for just having a cup of coffee in the big time.
Cup of coffee in
the big time. Yeah.
Yeah, he spent an entire year just flapping his gums.
That's right.
He did nothing to earn that ego.
All that hot dogging and grandstanding.
And then for the heavyweight,
coffee in the big time.
God, he's gonna realize that the cream rises to the top.
For the heavyweight title, in a 3 stages of hell.
Miss Elizabeth,
will you marry me? That's right, Mean Gene. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 3 stages of hell, which is unique because it's not so much, I think, the matches, but the fact he has to. It's pretty much a gauntlet match.
It is, yes. CMOS Dave.
Yeah. So what makes it a 3 stages of hell match?
Well, the workhorses are in it, and that's pretty much like hell.
Yeah, that's hell on earth, 100%. But is each match a unique stipulation?
That I do not know.
Because that would make it a 3 stages of hell gauntlet match, and that is intriguing to me.
It is. Maybe the uniqueness is the stench on the workhorse.
I believe it. My idea is like you have to survive the match without being fucked by the workhorses, but I don't think he's related to, the opponent, so they should be okay.
Right. CMOS Dave is not a sheep.
Oh, then you're good. Yeah. If he's not a cousin of the workhorses,
no,
he has no problem. He doesn't have to worry about being fornicated against.
Right. The workhorses love those animals a little too much, and
they're
CMOS Dave might be built like an animal.
Doubles, yeah. Brick shithouse.
Right.
God. Yes, dude.
So from what I understand, CMOS has to defeat both workhorses to get to Dave Allen for the championship.
Yeah, well, at least it's only 2 of them and not all 3, so.
But my question is, if you're allowing the workhorses to be part of this, because really, you're trying to punish them for what they did, but at the same time, you're maybe rewarding them. So if, say, Mikey Peterson, which would never happen in his lifetime, say he defeats CMOS Dave, shouldn't he have to wrestle Dave West? Or is just the CMOS thing?
Right.
I mean, I think if they're doing a favor for Dave Allen, maybe they should get a title shot.
Yeah. Who do you think wins in a triple threat between the workhorses? Who is the toughest?
Mikey Peterson.
Mikey Peterson, right?
Because he's got the worst stench out of all of them, so he wins.
No doubt. Fucking Mikey definitely picks up the win against was it Evans and Jannetty?
I got Turflex a lot.
There we go.
I mean, he's got the big muscles,
He's picking the Jannetty
a lot.
But Wade Evans has the board.
Oh yeah. Where would Plank come into play?
That's
Plank,
a
big question.
I assume probably special guest ref. Special guest referee, yeah, I would say. Yeah. Ooh, or commentating.
Oh, I've heard that guy can cut a fire promo.
I bet he would.
He's intelligent too.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's got more degrees than Kyle.
I believe that. Well, Kyle prints him off of fucking Amazon, or he just sticks up the fucking images that come in the frames that he bought them with, because that's the kind of guy. I mean, sorry, if you don't know how to properly plug something that's sponsoring you, you're not fucking intelligent whatsoever, idiot.
And the other thing with Plank is, he's got a lot of passions outside of wrestling. Like, he's really big into woodwork.
Solid. That's right.
All right, so
work.
that is ARW Survival of the Fittest this Saturday, September the 14th, at the American Legion Post 100, 1899 Central Avenue, Lake Station, Indiana. Doors open at 6 p.m., bell time 7 p.m. Tickets $15.
Excellent.
And that is all I got.
Cool.
I believe we can. Oh wait, we're not there yet.
Do you not want to talk about what you wanted to talk about?
Yes, I do. I really do want to talk about it.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm just going to keep this very, very general, and I know you guys are going to agree with me when I say this. If you are a fan of
that. You don't fucking know that.
No, I know you will.
We'll
when you are a fan in the crowd and a wrestler brings out a jacket or something to the ring, leave it alone. Don't touch it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not yours. It's part of the presentation that a lot of these guys use, not just where you're seeing them, but in a lot of other places. You especially don't vandalize anybody's gimmicks, draw on them. Otherwise, they're not yours. They're used in other places. Wrestlers spend a lot of money into their presentation, their singlets, their gear, sometimes their gimmicks, sometimes things they bring out to the ring. It's not yours. Leave it the fuck alone.
Boom.
Well, Pacman. I mean, we don't really know why they did what you did, so you really just gotta hear everything out first before you make a judgment call like that. I mean,
oh, is this about the turtle thing? Still,
the turtle thing.
Yeah, turtle.
Yeah, that. But hey, it's cool. It's cool. It's like, as long as you have something to be passionate about. But you're right. Fans need to not touch the property of the wrestlers. Again, I've said it for years. There's a rail there for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, and it goes back to the same shit when whoever that fucking idiot was who threw that guy's shit in the garbage at CSW.
Yep.
It's disrespectful, and they make their money a certain way. And those include the gimmicks that they come to the ring with, the attire that they fucking wear to the ring. Yeah, just be smart about shit and be respectful of their shit and everything. I know we've talked about it off here, what it is. We don't have to go into detail on what we're talking about, but if you're at a recent wrestling show and you fucked up somebody's shit, and I know you listen to this podcast, just, feel bad about it, because they are people too, regardless of who they are.
And the thing that really bothered me about the whole thing is you were told multiple times not to do what you've been doing, and it's not the first time you've done shit like this. Why do we have to tell you specifically, people A and B, that to stop doing what you do?
Yeah.
They're being nice, not banning you from these shows. That could be the next step if it hasn't happened already. So stop being stupid.
Yeah. It is goofy because, and not talking about who we're talking about here, but different company, different people and shit. It comes down to one of those things where you get people who believe they can act a certain way because of who they know. And because of who they, because they know the owner, or they know one of the wrestlers, or they go to different companies to watch one particular wrestler perform, so they feel that they're entitled to do and say what they want. And that's also not the fucking case. Like, I'm a very easygoing guy in public when I want to be, and I reserve myself a lot when I'm at these wrestling shows. But there are certain fans and shit who, 9 times out of 10, I have no problem talking to whoever. You know, especially at the end of the day when I'm fucking exhausted, I'll still socialize with people, but really I just want to fucking go home. But there's always that one fucking person that feels they're entitled to say and do what they want because they bought a ticket. And fun fact for you people out there is you can be removed. To spend $10 to $20 to $30 on a ticket doesn't give you a right to be a piece of shit. So keep that in mind when you decide to fucking run your mouth to somebody who doesn't want to hear it. You know, there's a difference between me being a commentator and people in the fucking ring. You know, yell at them all you want, boo them all you want, and shit like that. Don't fucking come talk to me while I'm working. I won't fucking want to hear you. I don't want to hear the shit you say. Shit. Anyways, yeah. So, Nubby, you want to add anything to what Pacman said?
Not really. I mean, just same shit. You know, respect the workers are doing.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Oh yeah, we don't do that anymore.
Respect the people
I don't think we ever did.
I mean, you're paying a ticket to see your favorite people. Why can't you respect them? If you don't respect them, even if you don't respect them, if they are ones that you boo, you can't do what you're doing to them. It's just not right. Because eventually they're gonna come around and probably hit you.
Yeah.
And
I think it was an LWF show. I know it was. I can't remember if it was Elite Pro or LWF, but I know Mike was involved in the show. That somebody tossed a drink at one of the one of the wrestlers, not the ref, and that dude got fucking smoked. I just can't remember. I think it was LWF. I don't think it was as early as Elite Pro. I think it was an LWF show.
It's been at multiple shows. That's the craziest part.
Yeah, the fact that fucking somebody threw their cup at the fucking dude fucking jumped that guardrail, smoked that fucking dude. And there's the thing too, is like 9 times out of 10, fucking the security won't be there right away to fucking protect you, because those wrestlers will not give a shit. So just be cautious and shit. Go. It is a performance. It's entertainment. Enjoy it. You know.
Yeah. Oh, also, a thing that's a kind of a separate subject, but it needs to be addressed because I'm getting fucking tired of it. Stop messaging me and other wrestlers about front row tickets at shows that you only can get tickets at the door. If you want a seat reserved, message the Facebook page, not me. I am tired of telling you to stop messaging me about it. If wrestlers are offering tickets, it's one thing. But I know at ARWPro, they don't have pre-sale tickets. You get your tickets at the door or whatever it is they do. The bracelet thing, right? Well, either way, nonetheless, I know there's people that you can call ahead to reserve a seat. Don't come to me. I am not helping you. I have no authority to do that. Message the Facebook page or talk to them at the next show and figure out how to do it. Stop coming to me.
Yeah. Message Maximus Betrays. He'll hook you up.
Fuck you, Travis.
Why? What happened?
Oh, some guy named Travis is asking for front row at CSW.
Nutty, right? Man. Right? Because sworn you just said it was sold out. Yeah. One last thing I want to bring up. Very small. First off, who's on the Power Hour this week?
That would be
Billy Wack.
Billy Wack. It's Billy Wack.
Awesome. So pertaining to Steve and his hissy fits about me, it's weird that I sit here on this show weekly and I make fun of a lot of people. I mock a lot of fucking people. Pacman's taking the brunt of it.
Yeah, that's true. I take a lot of
There's only one person who throws a fit about it. And it's the guy that always seems to find problems wherever he fucking goes. It's like if he's really upset about the Travis-Steve thing, like, Steve, I am sorry, but tell me one thing that I'm doing that's not fucking truth. It's like it's just like, and I love Steve. I really fucking do. Even though he doesn't believe it, I really do fucking love Steve. And I love fucking poking fun at him because first off, it bothers him. And secondly, he makes it so fucking easy. I mean, come on. The fact that this dude will sit there on his show and openly challenge people to matches, regardless of knowing why it's happening in the first place, is fucking entertaining to me. Like, I don't know why people are...
Joining me now at this time, Travis-Steve. Now, Travis-Steve, Travis T has been doing this impression of you on the JFW podcast, and you seem to be taking some exception to it. What message do you have for Travis T?
You know, I commentate across the Midwest. I go to many shows, and I say what's on my mind. And I will tear apart any man in the ring, any woman in the ring for that matter. I will say every negative thing I can about them, and I will personally attack them with my heart. And in return, they physically assault me, and I just, for some reason, I don't know why. I don't know why they feel they need to come at me. I don't feel why they need to use physical violence against me. All I'm doing is personally attacking them with my words. And whether it be man, woman, even a baby, I'll come for you. And I will die trying. So.
And there you have it. Travis T will die trying. Back to you at ringside.
So Steve, I'm sorry that you think I'm personally attacking you. And I always feel guilty looking at C-Red, because I know C-Red is torn between is what Travis is saying is true, or is this just what we've been dealing with before? Because C-Red has openly admitted to me that he's heard what I said finally, even though everything else has been from Steve's point of view, and C-Red just believing what Steve's saying, until C-Red finally heard what I was saying, and he knows I'm not wrong. It's like, I'm just saying in a Steve impersonation everything that everyone else is already thinking, and that Steve just keeps finding himself in these situations. And you can't sit there and think, well, why is this happening to me? Because you open your mouth, bro. It's because you say shit. It's like, yeah. So I'm sorry if my impersonation bothers you, but you gotta admit I'm not fucking wrong. So, anything else wrestling related?
No.
Nope.
Nope. Cool. Guys, make sure you follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, just by searching JFW Podcast or Just Freaking Wrestling. And, of course, continue to listen to our podcast on iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, Amazon, whatever, music, wherever you listen to podcasts, just search it. Our audio will pop up. But if you want to watch our podcast, you can do so over at the JFW Podcast YouTube channel. Just search JFW Podcast on YouTube. We'll be right there. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and watch as we release our shows. Guys, that's all I got.
I believe it's time to
ring the bell on this. What was the other part? I've been doing the other thing for a while. I kind of forgot.
Cup of coffee in the big time.
Ring the bell on this. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Perfect. As always, I am Travis-Steve.
And I am the faction slayer, Nubby, the amazing turtle, Cowabunga.
And I am the cream of the crop, the Nova Award guy, Pacman. Oh yeah, dig it!
And thank you for listening to another episode of Just Freaking Wrestling, the JFW Podcast.